Hello everyone, it's Shane Conta, your Wasteland Reviewer, and I'm here to review Hulu's new original film, The Binge. And this is from director Jeremy Gerlich, and it's the Purge, except for once a year you're allowed to drink and do drugs because they're outlawed. And if you suspend your disbelief about that particular situation working in society, because I don't feel like this film really does a commentary on that. And with the Purge films, they do a commentary on those things. I don't really recall sitting through this movie and really realizing any kind of message about, is it good or bad to have drugs or to do drugs? And it's just I'm going to take a step back and just say, I really hated this movie. And in general, I think this film barely worked at all. There's very few things, and I guess the few things that did work, it's some of the actors, and it's they were committed, and it was fun watching Vince Vaughn being Vince Vaughn and as the principal, and he had some really funny moments, and I wish that he had better material, and there's a musical section in this film that was so much more inspired and fun than anything in this film, and I felt like if they just made this whole thing a musical, maybe it would have been a little more charming and interesting. Because the only time that it had me, honestly, the only times that this film had my full attention was when Vince Vaughn was on screen. And when that little musical number happened. Everywhere else, this was all the worst things of Superbad. Superbad had this, Superbad had that. This captured all the worst things about all of them. And it's just obnoxious. The characters are annoying. They're obnoxious. I can say obnoxious so many times about this movie because it really is. The directing is obnoxious. It's in your face. And of course they're throw in Morgan Freeman narrating this because then it's going to feel epic. Not even Morgan Freeman can make this film feel epic because it just feels like horrible, lazy yelling gags, drinking gags, doing drugs gags, and for the fact that this is the first time ever this group of teenagers are ever drinking or doing drugs, they would be dead after the first restaurant they went to because they drank a lot of very hard liquor and they would have been dead. So there's no logic to this film at all, and I guess that's my fault for expecting some logic in this because they all would have been dead. And if they're trying to make a commentary on these teenage films, there is no edge to that kind of lampooning or satire because this was all just felt like it was glorifying it. And it's all about the main kid trying to get to a party to tell the girl that he likes her, and it's seen that a million times. And along the way, all we get are a bunch of annoying, obnoxious, dumb characters drinking and doing stupid gags about drinking and doing drugs. And then for some reason, this film turns into some crazy, over-the-top what was the film with the Broken Lizard group? Beer fest, this crazy beer fest kind of competition at the end for the last 20 minutes. Cause the film's hitting its crescendo, and I'm it's an hour and 15 minutes in. What the hell's the other 25 minutes of this film? And then it's a drinking competition, and I'm just what? And this film just jumped the shark, way too much. I had fun with Vince Vaughn. I had fun with the musical number, and I actually sat through the credits because they had more of the musical number, and it was a lot of fun. Wish those, because Vince Vaughn's obviously a supporting character in this. He's the principal of the school, and he's the father of the girl that the main character likes. But he's not going to be the main character here. But he will steal every scene he's in. But and the musical number could have been expanded upon and made this film more interesting, but it wasn't, so the film wasn't. Really did not like The Binge, would not recommend, hard pass on streaming this on Hulu this weekend. But those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think. Maybe you liked it. Tell me why I'm wrong. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.